Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the Nexus Gaming Series Division C East. On the left-hand side, we have Zul'jin Distillery. In the blue, Ankle Shot and Li Ming. Led is going to be on the Deckard Cain. Dwit is going to be on the Arthas. Nutcracker. That's good. Hold on. We have a button for that. No. Cracker will be on the Rainer, and we will be seeing Cowboy Kyle on the Artanis. Over in the red, we're looking at our Phoenix Rising Citrine, I believe is how you say that, and we'll be seeing Dost on this Dahaka. Greymane to be played by Lothar, I think is how you say their name properly. Burrito will be on the Cassia. Random Person on the Stukov, and Corrosive on the Anubarak. Oh, I already had the talents up. Let's go ahead and see what our engagement in bottom lane looks like as we are starting out with our standard setup here on Battlefield of Eternity with Arthas versus Dahaka in top and our core 4 in bottom lane. Your grilled chicken is too dry, you're overcooking it. That is true. I typically overcook things when I grill them because I'm nervous of having things too undercooked, if that makes sense. I'm getting better about it with burgers. Burgers, I'm finding that sweet spot, but it's taken me so long. I've made a lot of dry burgers in my years because I just am terrified to undercook something, especially when I cook it for other people, too. Anyways, a little bit of poke through this bottom lane between both sides. Deckard Cain throwing out a few potions here and there. Arthas will be going into the Frost Presence at level 1 for the stacking of that Howling Blast, and we'll check on that one as the game progresses. Artanis, excuse me. The other A hero in this game is going to be going into that amateur opponent at level 1, so he's going to be able to have that 150% increased damage to basically anything besides heroes. Bonus damage to non-heroes. I guess, doesn't count to structures, I'm assuming. Just probably minions, mercenaries, and monsters. Unless someone in chat knows. An undercooked burger is better than an overcooked one. See, you have to realize with my stomach, if I undercook something, I will get very, very sick because my body does not digest things very well that are undercooked. And Lurk, welcome back from your Lurk. After playing Octopath Traveler, I found that Arthas and Garrosh have the same voice actor. Really? I didn't know that. Amateur opponent affects structures. Thank you, Jimmy. I wasn't sure. Sometimes the tooltips aren't very clear because it's just like non-heroes. Well, are structures non-heroes? Yes, but are they gonna give that to you? I don't know. Dahaka still isn't taking a level 1. I do want to point that out. So if they go into either of the questing talents, it's gonna be awkward. But realistically, up against the Li Ming and the Arthas, who have a lot of spell damage, Arthas being able to have that empowerment through his trait, I feel like you just want to go for the Symbiosis build to be able to have that spell armor as well. But either way, Doust is doing their best to just show off that they do not need a level 1 in this 1v1 in top lane. Back over in bottom lane, Dwit's working on that Frost Presence, as we mentioned, at nearing the first reward, which is going to be the Howling Blast cooldown is reduced by 2 seconds. At 10 stacks, you have range increase, and at 20 stacks, any enemy hero hit in the path of Howling Blast will be rooted, which is nice to line people up for the Li Ming, and as well as just good sustained damage for the Rainer. Objective phase is announced, 20 seconds to go for that, and we'll see our Rainer split off to the left-hand side to work on this Fallen Shaman camp with the side of Phoenix Rising Citrine doing a really good job of grabbing their camp. I like the timing of this camp. I think it's actually very well done. It's going to get into lane a little early, but Dahaka's here to also pressure back Cowboy Kyle. The big reason we talk about the timing on this is because it gives you priority to get in position around the Immortal. This was actually the camp grabbed, and then another wave in bottom lane grabbed as well for the side of Phoenix Rising. So no really massive advantage either way. Do like the timing on this Fallen Shaman camp. It is going to get into lane at a pretty decent time. At this point, it forces someone on the enemy team to respond, whereas Arthas should be already done with the Fallen Shaman in top and that amateur opponent helping out. But Artanis, not able to really help burn through the Immortal phase with that Twin Blades. As I was looking at the siege potential through bottom, we got a little bit of a scuffle breaking out. Cassia goes in with the Fend, looking for some damage onto Arthas. Huge lurking arm from Stukov. Burrow charge from the Anubarak, gonna catch the toe of this Arthas, and that was max range on that Burrow charge. I was looking to see if he went for the Underking for the extra range, but no, it's going to be that shed exoskeleton, so you basically get mount speed every time you activate your Hardened Carapace. But this Belith is taking a lot of damage. Oh, great swap from our Artanis, but I don't actually think he wanted to be there. It was a good swap, but he's going to get locked down, burned down, and that's going to be first blood over the side of Phoenix Rising. Tongue Drag does connect as well. Arthas taking a lot of damage. There will be a huge huge route from Deckard Cain to be able to slow down the enemy side, and Lead will be able to keep their friendly members alive with a scrollless ceiling, but on the right-hand side, Greymane has split off to go for the race. This is an equal 4v4 now, as Arthas and Anub'arak are battling it out on the bottom of our screen. Cassia comes with another Fend, Howling Blast goes back, connects onto 2 at 14 out of the 20 stacks. Also to note, we do have that Frozen Waste, that Frozen Tempest will be scaling up, and they're about halfway through on that as the swap goes out, and the Immortal Race is going to be a difference of 97 HP, and that 97 HP will mean the side of Zul'jin Distillery grab first Immortal of the game, and they'll move into top lane with that. What value do they get? Let's find out. Let's see what is going to be achieved here. Amateur opponent is good for Juice. Arthas is good for... Artanis is a good offlane for it. Jesus, can I read today? Thank you, Chess. So right now, we do have our Immortal coming through, and Dahaka did end up going into the Enhanced Agility, so there was quite a few stacks that were missed because there was this lag of grabbing this level 1 talent. I'm curious as to why that is the case, but who knows? Well, obviously the Dahaka player does, or maybe some of the friendly members do. I don't know if they're in chat to answer that question, but Anub'arak finds a huge Impale, looking to work their way into this Rainer, but he's going to be able to back off. I think he was probably holding a penetrating round to knock back the Anub'arak if there was any sort of step up in the bottom lane, though Dahaka is going to continue to well, scale on that level 1, but also be able to just slowly clear this wave. He's kind of not he's not using Dark Swarm. He's using it off cooldown. Oh, that was a really close tongue drag actually onto Cowboy Kyle, but keep in mind Dahaka does have that Feeding Frenzy at level 7, which is going to allow him to have cooldown reduction on the drag tongue. Hey Mac, what's up, bud? Lurking around, just saying hello, getting stuff done around the house. Oh, thanks for coming by, Desert. You have a wonderful afternoon, my friend. Thanks for the lurk. I have missed all of your beautiful, beautiful faces, usernames, whatever you want to say. Faces. It's good to be back casting. Oh, that swap. If that swap hit, I feel like we could have seen a kill, especially with the final cut, which is going to be the follow-through, essentially, for the Artanis. But back into top lane. Any sort of fight to break out, we are going to have Wit stepping up into Greymane. Another Scrollless Ceiling goes out. Will connect onto this Stukov, who gets found with the Howling Blast as well. So much chain CC onto him. And we'll go ahead and cycle through some of the other numbers right now, get an idea of what those look like, as we haven't had a chance just yet, as the Immortal phase will be spawning here in just a moment, with our camp on the right-hand side to be grabbed. Nancy, thank you for the 1,000 bits. I will resend your alert when we get out of game. Thank you very, very much for the support. You have family there. Thank you for the 1,000 bits, and I hope you have fun with your family today. Thank you for the lurk and the bits again. Have an awesome day with your family. I hope you beat them in all the board games you all play, or games, video games, who knows. Grace potential from both sides going to be coming through, and our halfway phase is going to be yielding more burn in favor of the side of, I believe, Zul'jin, excuse me, a Phoenix Rising in the red, but this is a lot of damage onto Anub'arak. He does go down. That's the second kill of the game in 7 minutes. Arthas may have set up this kill onto Dahaka. Does he have Essence? Does he have Tunneling Claws? Does he have anything? He doesn't need it. Wait, no, he does need it. He is going to get hit by that Blade Dash from the Artanis, and that will solidify a second kill for Zul'jin Distillery, as Phoenix Rising are going to have to eat another Immortal phase. This one should be going into the bottom lane, as it is the more well-defended lane. Though Arthas is making quick work of the structures, no, it is still the more well-defended lane, as the fort still has a lot of HP on it. So we've looked at our 10 talents, we've looked at our other numbers. Let's get into everyone's favorite stat. Let's get into some APM, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check out the APM during this push from the side of Zul'jin Distillery. We're riding mini bikes around the farm. Okay, that sounds super, super fun. Y'all have fun. If you make it a race, I hope you beat everybody. Alrighty, Alarian gonna be moving in through bottom lane. Another Immortal for the side of Zul'jin Distillery, as that will be Syndra Gosa from the Arthas coming out. Locks down the towers. Stay well and listen. We'll lock down a few. Blind is gonna wake up a few other enemy members, but that blind means that Greymane can't do much even when he's running away. Can't kite backwards and deal damage. So this is going to be easy fort for the side of Zul'jin Distillery through bottom lane. But what is next? What is next on the menu? They still have Immortal attacking in melee range as it just lost its shielding. Big root from this Deckard Cain, but there's no follow-up as a lot of the Li Ming combo damage just connected into the keep front gate. The Immortal still dealing quite a bit of damage into this keep front gate, as there was a Li Ming getting hit by that cocoon from the Anub'arak. Corrosive trying just to slow down the bleed, do their best to stop any extra damage going in, and that is going to be a fort plus keep front gate. Peeking into the top lane, doesn't look like the Dahaka allowed Arthas to get any sort of, Artanis. I'm going to do that for this entire game, I feel. Isn't giving them much room to be able to do a lot of siege, but the swap won't connect. The tunneling, or I guess the burrow is used. Cowboy Kyle anchoring and taking tower shots, which reduces his armor. Now it's going to be Arthas Wit taking a lot as well. Led is going to be starting to auto into this fort. That's going to be a route onto this Dahaka, and he does go down. In bottom lane, they're going to trade things out, but we're looking at a fort front gate for a Dahaka and a fort. This is not the trade you want on the side of Phoenix Rising, but what do you go for? You can't fight the enemy team because you're down a talent tier. You can't fight them because you're down a hero. You might as well go for the best thing on the menu, which is going to be a bottom lane fort. Artanis actually able to utilize that suppression pulse across the entire map, as it does have true global, and he's able to slow down the siege through bottom. These Impaler camps cleared out, and the fort sits a little bit below 50%. Hey Shy, what's up, friend? How you doing? Thank you, thank you. It was a fun vacation. It was a good time. I missed casting and streaming quite a bit, but it was nice to take a break. It was nice to get off my computer. It was nice to get out of the house. It was nice to get off the mountain. It was also nice to eat a lot of food as well that I just gained 10 pounds from. But you know, that's a conversation for another time. I ate so much bad food. Like, I landed in Michigan. My buddy picked me up. He's like, "What do you want?" And I was like, "Conies." And he's like, I was like, "I'm getting 3. He's like, "You're getting 3? You never." So yeah. Anyways. Flailing swipes come out from the Stukov, as there was a stay a while and listen canceled by that, as well as a cocoon onto this Deckard Cain. A really good pick onto the Arthas after they get the Artanis kill. Phoenix Rising looking to build some momentum here in game number 1 in our first best of 3 of the day, as this is a route from Deckard Cain connecting onto a Anub'arak, but one of the beetles, I believe, eats the combo of Li Ming. I didn't even notice we started a prediction, but apparently there's one bet. There's a singular bet from Jimmy. Nice. Big payouts, chat. Hector just snuck in a bet really quickly. Alrighty, let's see here. About 1,300-ish HP difference between the two Immortals as they move to the defensive side. Alarian being towards the blue, Belith being towards his home red side. Greymane is looking for some help on that camp. There will be a fort going down in the bottom lane. Anub'arak goes in for a burrow charge, but I don't think it actually got the range, or maybe it was canceled early. There will be a swap onto this Dahaka, who does burrow into the ground. There's a stay while and listen as well. There's a Hyperion coming through, flailing swipes, and Dahaka still goes down. He tried to use the isolation, and I don't know if it actually connected onto anyone. I'm not seeing the little hat on any of the enemy members, but it doesn't have the longest duration. One bandit buck only. Big bets here, big bets. It's like me going to the casino. I play those penny slots. Gotta play those penny slots. I actually don't think they have those anymore. I haven't seen those in ages. There will be a Li Ming getting cocooned. She's able to get out of that one. Greymane getting hit with the Howling Blast. Burrito taking a lot of damage. There's a swap blade dash, from the Artanis, and he is able to get some setup damage to let Li Ming get a reset. Very low Greymane able to back away as there was a penetrating round from Nutcracker. And this Dahaka, he's come into this fight looking to try and turn things around. Has the burrow. The Immortal phase goes over to the side of Zul'jin Distillery. And this is our I believe third Immortal of the game going over to Zul'jin Distillery, as the Fallen Shaman camp just arrives to the bottom lane keep, gets a few hits. Great tongue drag from Dahaka to pull this closer to the keep, so it does redirect its fire once it kills a minion onto this Fallen Shaman. Good pull from the Dahaka. Great game knowledge right there to be able to utilize that. It's something that I've actually seen Dahaka's used on maps where you have siege giants, like Cursed Hollow, or Garden of Terror, Dragonshire, where you can tongue drag the Siege Giant closer to your tower, so those towers get aggro range onto those. But now, let's talk about aggro of this Arthas, who just used the Singular Gosa to try and get some extra siege value here. That keeps going to be locked down for, I think, like 12 seconds, 20 seconds, actually, excuse me. Hyperion comes through, the Ball Lightning is going to be utilized, and this Hyperion will get significant damage with that Yamato Cannon, dealing 1,488 damage into structure. Stay Well and Listen comes through from the Decker and that's going to be a lot of damage onto this Anubrek. He tries to burrow away. It doesn't work out. Arthas taking tower shots. Artana, excuse me, taking tower shots. He does go down in the trade, but this Immortal still very healthy, walking towards the core. We see the Stukov going down. Another reset for Li Ming. Can we find another one? Greymane gets the Razor Swipe. Roll away. Eyes in the Dark will make him clear. Well, I guess makes him invisible to get away, but the Immortal slapping its way through the core shielding as well as the core HP, and it's looking with that kill onto Dahaka that we are gonna be seeing game number 1 going over to the side of Zul'jin Distillery. They kick off our first game in our first best of 3 series in a fairly dominant fashion. GG, well played. Hey Pork Chop, what's up, bud? Thank you, Nancy, for the 1,000 bits.
I can dance like a man. I can shake a my fanny. I can shake a my can. I'm a tough tootin' baby. I can punch in your buns. Punch in your buns. I can punch all your buns. If you're an evil witch, I will punch you for fun.
I won't be able to hang today. Family here. Welcome home.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Thank you for the kind words, and I hope you have fun dirt biking with the family. That sounds awesome. Look, Ma, I got my bandit bug back. How you doing today, Pork Chops? Oh, big payouts, big payouts. If anyone wants to look at those stats again. Whew. It's like riding a bike. I was actually walking Bandit. I was like, do I remember how to cast Heroes of the Storm? I think I do. Is this your first day back from the stream? It's good to have you back. It is. Today, this is I landed in Reno at like 11 yesterday, 11:30 or something like that. I got to my car, got up the mountain. I took the long way around as well, because it's just more scenic and nice. It's super smoky still, but still, I enjoy doing it. I picked up Bandit. I did a little bit of like stream prep stuff yesterday. I like booted my computer. I got all my, anything that I need to update or anything like that. That was done yesterday. Yeah, I made like a new meme for the stream. And then I watched Suicide Squad yesterday. It was good. It was very good. The new one. The new one that James Gunn did, I think it was James Gunn. Very good. Shut up, Nightbot. I haven't missed you. Oh, poor Nightbot. Poor Nightbot getting bullied. Poor Nightbot getting bullied by chat. How's the Hollow Knight going? I'm excited to see you play a couple things, but I haven't seen you around for it. Oh, it's been good. It's been good. If you are curious, I do put all of the Hollow Knight VODs up on YouTube, and I split them into like 30-minute sections. And they literally, like, when one ends, it's basically where the next one begins. So it's like it's pretty seamless in between. So if you want to check those out, ! YouTube. I might do some Hollow Knight on the 22nd. We will definitely do some Hollow Knight on the 27th of August. We are not doing Hollow Knight this Friday because we have a subathon coming up, ladies and gentlemen. We have the subathon. You've been working a bunch? Well, I hope the work's been treating you good. Or at least the pay. But yeah, there's a subathon coming up. There's a list of games. We have 2 bonus games. And if you are curious about the time schedule, you can, if you click the Bahamuthon link that's in that Nightbot command, it takes you to the schedule, which is localized to your time based off of where you live. So for me, it's going to start at 6 a.m. PDT. Welcome back. Hey, X-Ray, good to see you, bud. I think your name color is brighter than mine. Let me go adjust mine. Yeah, I think Rodney's is like slightly more yellow. Yeah, it's like slightly more yellow. I see it too, Pork Chops. I see it too. Oh god. Alrighty, let's get into another game, everybody. Let's not have too much in between time. Well, we can chat after this game while we get set up for our next best of 3. Because we have, well, we'll see what's gonna happen here. Let's do the full open. I like to do the full open. Tomorrow's best finals in Heroes Lounge Division 3. Oh. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Cursed Hollow. On the left-hand side, we'll be having Zul'jin Distillery. Well, they're also going to be up in this best of 3 series with Dwight on the Diablo. Led's going to be on that Deckard Cain. Ankle Shot will be on the Stukov. No, he's not. Oh my god, I can't cast anymore. I was right when I was walking Bandit. I don't know how to cast. Tychus will be played by Ankle Shot. Nutcracker will be on the Ragnaros, and I believe Cowboy Kyle, I think I missed, was on the Hailfoss. On the right-hand side, we got the members of Phoenix Rising Citrine. Will they be able to take us to a game number 3? Let's find out. We got Burrito on the Falstead, Corrosive on the Joanna. Lothar is going to be on the Greymane, Random Person on the Stukov, and over in the bottom lane, Malthael to be played by Doused. We have our mid lane engagement to pop off soon, so let's see what happens with our first matchup. Thank you, Mixon, by the way. It is exciting to be back, and yes, it's just a little more retina-searing Rodney's over pork chops. All right, let's see. So we have the Fortress for the Joanna. You're going to be able to have that increased health, 20%. You also have armor physical armor that you gain by 8 stacking up to 40. So that means 5 autos into an enemy hero gives you that 40 armor. And the enemy team, it's pretty melee heavy. You can really step into the Diablo, the Ragnaros. The Tychus you don't want to step too much into. Kael'thas you kind of want to pressure a little bit, as we do have this Condemn coming through. There's a little slow as well. Greymane focusing on to the wave. Ragnaros is going to be up in the top lane up against the Falstad, and Falstad did go into the not secret weapon. He went into the Gathering Storm at level 1. I definitely am, it's like riding a bike, but that bike has a really rusty chain, essentially. We're really gotta put some effort into that pedaling to kind of get things going. Baha's back, there goes the neighborhood. Yeah, we're all going to the block party. You're invited. Hi, Revolver, good to see you, bud. Oh, it looks like there's a prediction as well. If you'd like to get some predictions in, go ahead and do it. Sorry, I didn't even realize. Thank you, Hector. I appreciate you doing that, bud. So we have this camp on the left-hand side to be grabbed by the side. Ooh, invade from Joanna, but she's all alone, and she's pressuring like she's got friends around, but I think Cowboy Kyle and Led are kind of like, where are your friends? And then Diablo notices them, so this is going to be Corrosive having to stick here for a while, but now, did they overextend? Dwight taking a lot of damage. Is there a Gilnean cocktail to follow through? Not enough damage to find the kill. That spell armor really helpful. Did Greymane? Is Greymane the one who actually oversteps? Well, the random person, this Stukov, has got some healing pathogens, and that is going to keep him alive, but now Diablo coming in, he did tap well, 21 souls out of the 100 necessary, and nothing to happen. Meanwhile, in top lane, Falstad continues to push out the lane and trying to build experience advantage over the enemy side, but it doesn't look like much was lost, and Ragnaros is able to catch this wave, able to continue to build up that Sulfurous Hungers. So your Empower Sulfurous will be having an additional 100 damage once you finish that out, and the 1v1 becomes a little bit stronger. As we look at the Diablo in mid lane, he's being chased, but this is Diablo, and he's a-okay. Tychus and bottom will clear out the camp, and our first objective phase will be bottom. Falstad should have flight, and they do. We could see them utilize that, but it's not going to be the case. He's going to be coming over here, trying to help out the Greymane with this Gathering Storm build, so he's got a little extra damage on that Hammering when he explodes it. And you also have that reward. When you hit 30, you get the additional 15% on top of the slow amount that you're getting, which basically it's you half whatever you have. So if there were 10 stacks here, it would actually be 5%. And that's an uncapped quest. It's much like Val's Fire at Will, where you can keep building it. But I apologize, we missed that Malthael kill up in the top lane. I was looking around the map and I didn't even see him brawling out. As Tychus gets one more stall, random person should be stalled out by the Deckard Cain, Haragic Cube to do the job. Ankle shot stepping forward. Led should have some potions. Wit coming in here. This is looking like the positioning is starting to fall apart for the side of Phoenix Rising, and that is going to be another kill in favor for Zul'jin Distillery. 2 kills to 0. Objective phase is looking good as Ankle Shot has the channel. We have Ragnaros clearing up things in the mid lane. Falstad continuing to pressure out and clear out the top. There was a Cho'Gall game that Baha missed. Should we tell him? No, I already got pinged in the Heroes Lounge Discord. I was literally pinged like an hour and a half ago or something like that. People know. People know. How you doing, Kel? I couldn't cast the game. I had to go grocery shopping today. I had like no food in the house. I didn't even have toilet paper in the house. I was like, oh, we are playing with fire if we're So no, I got a bunch of groceries. That's why I was asking earlier. I was like, any ideas, any recommendations for chicken? I kind of wanna season it and like pan sear it and then chop it up and then mix it up in a wok with some veggies or something. That sounds like a good idea. Good Diablo Shadow Charge into the sidewall right there. Can Burrito get away? Fire Stomp won't yield enough damage. Led gonna go for the Haragic Cube. Scrollless Ceiling, and damn, that's a lot of damage. Burrito considers going back, but he's like, there's experience here, and I really need this, plus the objective phases to the left. And Burrito, we can actually check, do they have their well of no, 89 seconds was the cooldown for the well for Burrito, so this is going to be, okay, good healing still coming out, and you also keep in mind, you have the hammer gains at level 4, for this Falstad, so his autos are going to be healing him up a little bit. That's why he kept getting into the way. But this Malthael, he's actually going to be able to survive through a lot of this. Phoenix Rising gets one of the objective phases, while everyone on the side of Zul'jin Distillery is so focused on the fight. Ragnaros pops the Molten Core for him. I would dare to say a little bit late. Could have utilized that a little bit earlier to delay out the enemy team from getting said channel into the objective. But the point is moot at this point. Oh, ankle shot. There's no way you get out of this one, bud. And that is going to be a kill over to the side of Phoenix Rising. Let's go ahead and cycle through those other numbers, get an idea of what those look like, because we have not had a chance to look at the healing damage and experience just yet. Chicken, lemon, pepper is always good. Soleil smoking BBQ. I don't have a barbecue pit, but I did think about doing like chicken lemon. I do have a bunch of lemons. I thought about doing that as well. Maybe you could do a replay cast of the Cho'Gall game another time. That is possible. Food is unnecessary. Cho'Gall is a greater priority. I would agree. I would agree. You have a 4-day weekend, so things are going well. That's nice. That's nice. I just got back from vacation, so we are we're hitting the casting hard. I haven't streamed in like 9 days, so I'm just like, oh, we gotta do the stream thing. We gotta do our job. So we do have Led getting the channel onto that objective phase, so Zul'jin Distillery will have an advantage when it comes to getting said curse, but speaking of advantages, you got boss pushing through top lane in favor for Phoenix Rising. Lava away from Ragnaros. It won't take down the boss, but it takes down those minions, and it also will collect the experience from Ragnaros' magic damage that finalizes the kill onto a minion, will supply the experience, but also, oh, that's a Pyroblast. Burrito, you are going nowhere. That's a rough go. Man, I gotta say, I wouldn't say like Pyroblast is memey, but there are points when like you get that Pyroblast casted on you and you're like, I got nothing. I got nothing. It's just you sit there and you're just like, we're dead. That's it. That's all you can do at that point. I don't think that Cho'Gall game is probably up and available. Usually it takes a little bit for replays to get put onto the website, but I'll look out for it. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. This weekend we're gonna do a lot of casting. Maybe if you're good, maybe we'll do a little Hollow Knight tomorrow after casting. I was thinking about doing a little Back for Blood after some casting today. Like maybe we cast like 4 or 5 best of 3s, and then maybe we check out Back for Blood. I've got an open beta for it. I kind of want to check it out. Maybe. But yeah, maybe we'll do Hollow Knight tomorrow if you're good, chat. Do you have people to play with? No, I don't. Hey, Red Rum, how you doing, bud? All right, Falstad's gonna hearth out through the top. We'll be seeing the bottom lane boss coming through, as well as the Commandeer Odin expiring. Curse potential for either team will be through this bottom lane. Diablo setting up in the bush. Burrito doesn't see it. We're gonna focus on Burrito's vision. We last saw the Diablo over here. Let's see what this actually is. Decker Cane Potion comes out. Burrito sees it. Diablo comes through. Oh, no one's gonna be yoinkable, or no one can be overpowered and pulled into the enemy side. So Diablo just kind of fishing around, waiting to see if anyone steps too far out. Joanna's out there, but she is fine. She can pop Iron Skin. She doesn't. The boss slam will come through, but there's going to be the Iron Skin pop right at the end. Stay well and listen goes out. It will connect onto the Greymane. Apocalypse will be used. Massive Shove will be missed. Apocalypse, there's a lot of chain CC onto Greymane, but it doesn't yield a kill into him. Lava Wave through top lane will be coming through from this Ragnaros, just annihilating any minion wave available. And this is going to be continued experience gain for the side of our Zul'jin Distillery. Now, did he time it out correctly? Did he get the wave that spawns? No, but it doesn't matter. The top wave is still pushed out quite heavily, and here comes the curse. Who's able to get this 13 talent tier advantage in favor for the side of Zul'jin Distillery? I meant to do everyone's favorite thing. Let's check out that APM. Whilst that hammering goes out, we'll be able to get a little bit of a delay. Diablo goes for the shadow charge. Wit taking a lot of damage. There's a huge scroll ceiling on the ground, and a lot of potions, a lot of floor juice for Wit. He gets hit with the last rites. Is it enough? Yes, it is. Pyro bomb, living bomb spreading from player to player as there's not enough damage. Commandeer Odin comes down. There's going to be a Ragnaros with the Molten Chorus. He will be able to delay things out, whilst Diablo is going to rotate in as he did have full souls. Ragnaros, Molten Core will delay things out. Pyroblax onto the Greymane. He knows he's dead, so he stands in the corner, but random person comes through with the... Oh my god, are you serious? Ragnaros with the snipe. Does the Malthael go down? He's okay. I gotta say, random person had a clutch heal, but Ragnaros with the even better snipe. And this is gonna be definitely cursed in favor for the side of Zul'jin Distillery. Back for Blood equals Left 4 Dead 3. Yes. It's the developers of, not the developers, but some of the developers who worked on Left 4 Dead worked on Back 4 Blood. What about Diablo 2? I don't have money to buy a new game. I'll be blunt. Valve can't count to 3. Okay, that's really good though. That's really good. That's a last rights onto Diablo. He pops the Apocalypse. He's gonna try and make something happen here. Scroll out. Stay well and listen comes through. Massive Shove will not connect. Ragnaros does have a wave pushing in through mid. Falstad goes for the aggressive flight with the Gust, I'm assuming, but doesn't trigger the Gust just yet, as we are going to be seeing Kael'thas go down. Gust comes out onto lead. He should go down from this push, or from these from the Gust and everything. But here's the thing, still got a catapult on this bottom lane keep, which might actually take it down. This catapult, it's dealing decent damage. 175, so it's gonna deal, caster math, 350? I don't know why I said it like that. It's doing 350 damage into structures right now, as the camp on the left side will be grabbed. This is a keep. I don't know about that one there. But either way, camp will be grabbed. Keep was gained for the side of Zul'jin Distillery. Phoenix Rising able to get a few kills, pull that experience back up, and steal away a camp. Spent all his money in tomato paper. God, I don't know why I thought of tomato paper, but whatever. Yeah, no, I actually, no, my grocery bill was quite heavy because I had to go grocery shopping for a lot of food. I should be set for like 2.5 to 3 weeks, but anyways. Expensive. It's expensive to like eat and survive, even on like moderately budget foods. Ragnaros scouts out the boss. There's gonna be a stun onto him. The points available. Good Gust from Falstad. No steal onto the boss, but this Joanna is really deep into the enemy side. Very low Nutcracker, but he's able to back away, and no big deal for Ragnaros, as we will have our next objective spawning. Oh, no, I thought I thought there was a ping for it, but it's actually someone else just pinging on the map. Food prices are crazy. Yeah. It was like 180 bucks or something like that for the grocery bill. I bought like a bunch of ramen. I bought like a bag of rice. I have 2 things of chicken. I have a bunch of oatmeal and some other stuff as well. Some more eggs. Oh God. So I went to the there's one of the counters where they have a bread slicer, and I was like, hey, can you slice up this bread? And usually they put it into a separate bag. What they did was they put it back into the paper bag, and I was like, why? Why would you do this? The person kind of looked, he looked very young and new, so I was like, maybe, anyways. I got home and I was like, oh, did he not put it into a plastic bag for the freezer? No, he didn't. Anyways. Why has living gotta cost so much? I know, right? Stay a while and listen. That was an amazing stay a while and listen with a huge Apocalypse underneath it. Greymane's the target. He's just gonna have so much damage dumped into him, but the Pyroblast will be the final nail in the coffin. So much was used just to get that Greymane kill. Apocalypse. The Stay a While and Listen, the Pyroblast, Commandeer Odin was out as well. No, it actually was still coming off of cooldown. A lot used, still gained, and this will be Curse Denial from the side of Phoenix Rising through Zul'jin Distillery, as they will be able to get themselves boss and bottom left of our screen. Falstad moves into top to get the Soak, and Ragnaros doing the same thing through mid lane. The Valve counting to 3 thing is still tickling me. That still tickles me. Kael'thas was trying to find a way around the stun from the boss. Usually if you hang out in this corner, you can usually, like this kind of back area, you can actually, right there, you can avoid it. But either way, doesn't matter, as the boss will be grabbed for bottom lane. Big Shadow Charge, self-cleanse from Malthael, so there's no overpower value. Little Blessed Hammer from this Joanna to zone back the enemy's side, poke at them. Falstad pushed out the top lane. And Lava Wave will be up in 35 seconds. Boss marching through bottom. Is this a death march to go core? Well, let's check out the APM and see if that'll be the case. Can they end off this? It feels very forced, but at the same time, some of these fights, I wouldn't say were forced, but they're looking just controlled by the side of Zul'jin Distillery as they move in for this core push. They find the angle onto Joanna, overpowers there. She pops the Iron Skin, ankle shot, gonna start dumping in damage. Huge stun from Ragnaros. There's a Stay a While and Listen. The grenade from Tychus actually is gonna be not the thing that gets the kill. It's gonna be the Kael'thas with that last little auto. The core shielding is starting to get scratched and fall. Falstad does go down. Diablo finishes out a couple questing talents. Baseline as well as the devastating charge. Lacerates, kills the Diablo. He loses souls. Commandeer Odin is out. We will see the Molten Core end, and Nutcracker and crew will be able to break through this core, and they'll take game number 2 in our first best of 3, and they'll take the series in a 2-0 fashion. GG, well played.